Good evening, TSEs.
Good evening.
We are 9 o'clock racers. Hi, my name is Edward.
Hi, Edward.
Hi, my name is Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Hi, my name is Naomi.
Hi, Naomi.
Hi, my name is Julia.
Hi, Julia.
My name is Juby.
Hi, Juby.
Our introducer, Juby, is going to introduce our presentation.
We are going to talk about the Boston Tea Party and the American Revolution. As you can see, here is the map of the United States. And now there are 50 states in the United States. In the mid-1700s, there were 13 colonies of Great Britain. And Boston is here in Massachusetts. This place is where the Boston Tea Party took place. Our presentation will be given in 3 parts. First, what is the Boston Tea Party? Second, the relation between the Boston Tea Party and the American Revolution. Third, the story behind the American Revolution. The next presenter, Julia, is going to tell you about the Boston Tea Party. Julia?
In 1756, there was a struggle on the colonies that led to the 7 Years' War. Although Britain finally won the war, they left with a large debt. The British thought that the colonists should help pay for the war, because it began partly to defend the colonies. So, the British government placed taxes on the American colonists. But many colonists refused to pay and reacted with anger. As a result of the protest, Britain removed all taxes except the tax on tea. This was to show the colonists that Great Britain still had the power to tax its citizens. The colonists did not want Britain to have so much control over their economy. In late 1773, 3 ships carrying British tea sailed into the Boston harbor. Some angry Boston colonists broke into the ships and threw a load of tea out into the water from British ships at night. Smiles and laughter broke out among them. After that, the colonists named their protest the Boston Tea Party. Then, how was the Boston Tea Party related to the American Revolution? Our next presenter, Naomi, is going to talk about it. The Boston Tea Party is the most important event that caused the American Revolution. The British government didn't like this action. They went mad and passed the Intolerable Act as punishment for the Boston Tea Party. It caused the major conflict between the American colonists and the British. The conflict developed very quickly to the War of Independence. The War of Independence began in 1775. This tension between Britain and the American colonists exploded into the first battle of the American Revolution. The American colonists began to unite in their fight for independence.
the Americans had their independence from the help of other countries, such as France, Spain, and the Netherlands. Finally, the 13 colonies won the war and got together to make an independent country. The American Revolution affected people in the United States and around the world, including the French Revolution and the declaration of independent movements in Latin America. Then, do you think the colonists were benefited by the American Revolution? Was it good for the country? The next presenter, Joseph, will tell you about it.
As we've seen, the American Revolution was mainly caused by the Boston Tea Party, and it was a movement for the colonies' freedom and independence. But in fact, not all the colonists wanted the independence from Great Britain. There were three groups in the colonies at that time. One of the groups was involved in the Boston Tea Party, and they wanted independence. Another group took a neutral attitude. And the last group was against fighting with Great Britain. After the American Revolution, the group who fought for their independence gained their freedom and benefited the most. But the group of the people who didn't want to fight had to take the disgrace. Their properties were taken away, and they, over 8,000 people, were forced out to Canada with hardly anything left, and they were forgotten from history. Unlike you may have thought, the American Revolution was not only a glorious revolution, but it also made a big sacrifice. So, what do you think is the thing we should learn through this presentation? The next presenter, Edward, will give you the answer.
Going through our presentation, we got to know that the Boston Tea Party caused the American Revolution that led to independence from Britain. The American Revolution changed everything, not only for Americans, but also for the world. From this point of view, the American Revolution is great. All freedom must pay high price for the great freedom that America enjoys today. They too had to pay high price, not by those who didn't want the revolution, but by those who didn't want the revolution. We learned that there was a big sacrifice in American Revolution. The American Revolution take away liberty as well as properties from the people who wanted to stay as a part of Great Britain. Notwithstanding the fact that the American Revolution benefited most of us, we must not forget those who lost their freedom too. Instead of seeing history from one view, it is beneficial to see history from multiple views. That is how we can understand history better. Thank you.